Nikolai Ceausescu. On December 25, 1989, the 71-year-old Romanian dictator stood with his wife Elena before a 3-officer military commission at a military barracks in Târgoviște just hours after their arrest. Ceausescu ruled Romania for 24 years with a ruthless regime of censorship. Romanians froze in their homes during the winter because he exported fuel to pay off debts. In 1989, his regime collapsed in just 6 days, the fastest fall of any communist government in Eastern Europe. The trial lasted only 62 minutes. They were accused of genocide and destroying the national economy. Ceausescu refused to recognize the legitimacy of the court throughout the proceedings, and Elena told the judges, "I was a mother to you." The death sentence was handed down. In the courtyard behind the barracks, the sentence was carried out with a volley of Kalashnikov rifles. The 3 soldiers assigned to the operation, not 2 as per military tradition, and later emerged that they had volunteered the mission and fired more than 140 rounds together. The 2 bodies remained on the ground, stuck together. The couple died on the first...
Amin Dada, Idi Amin. He didn't die in a pit, nor before a firing squad. In July 1979, at the age of 54, he fled Uganda on a plane bound for Libya, carrying leather bags filled with gold. Amin ruled Uganda for 8 years and was responsible for the deaths of an estimated 100,000 to 500,000 people, some of whom he personally executed with a hammer in the dungeons of the presidential palace. He called himself Conqueror of Great Britain, Lord of the Seas, and Knight of the Water Cross. He offered himself to resolve the Watergate crisis in 1973 with the guidance of the Americans. His regime fell when Tanzanian forces entered Kampala in April 1979 after he himself ordered the invasion of Tanzania, believing he would prevail. He ended up in Saudi Arabia, which granted him asylum in exchange for his silence. He lived in Jeddah in a luxurious villa for 24 years, fishing, playing the accordion, and requesting visits from his former companions. He died in the hospital in August 2003 of a kidney failure. He was never tried. Reports indicate that he said shortly before his death, "Only God and I know." Pol Pot. In April 1998, the 73-year-old Khmer Rouge leader died in a simple wooden hut in the Cambodian jungle on the Thai border, one night before he was to be handed over to the International Criminal Court. In just 4 years, between 1975 and 1979, Pot ordered the destruction of cities, the emptying of hospitals, and the annihilation of the educated class. Between 1.7 and 2.5 million people, nearly a quarter of Cambodia's population, died from starvation, execution, and slavery in the killing fields. His rule had ended in 1979, but he continued to lead a jungle insurgency for more than 15 years. On the night of his death, his wife reported that he fell asleep after listening to the Voice of America radio broadcast announcing his imminent extradition. She found him dead in a wood. His body is burned in a hasty fire of wooden car tires in the middle of a forest. Before any medical can reach him to perform an autopsy, official cause of death, heart failure. Many historians don't believe this. He died to escape accountability as he lived in secrecy. We have witnesses.
Yakov Urowski. On July 17, 1918, at 2:17 a.m., the 32-year-old commander of the execution squad entered room 2 of the Apache house in Yekaterinburg, where the Romanov family awaited what they had been told was a photograph. The reign of the Romanov imperial family came to an end at the hands of Urowski and his team of soldiers. Tsar Nicholas II, his wife, their 5 children, and 30 servants, 11 people in one room. When the sentence was pronounced, Nicholas stood and said, "What?" The first shots rang out, a cacophony of bullets from the chaos of the cramped room. When the smoke cleared, some of the children were still alive. The princesses were jewelers in bulletproof underwear, unaware of it. The soldiers had to finish the job with bayonets and direct shots to the head. It took a full 20 minutes.
The bodies were dumped in an unmarked pit outside the city. Acid was poured on them to dissolve them. The complete remains of the family were not found until 2007, 89 years after that night. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and leave your suggestions in the comments. Many tyrants have yet to face justice.